Well, I was interested because Bakhtin, from whose writings were very influential on this work together, he had an ideal in mind for his the kind of dialogue that he favored. He called it dialogical or witness approach versus a monological or aboutness approach. And I like that distinction. John Schotter more or less pulled it out of Bakhtin. And the idea of meeting without rank always impressed me, without rank. And that was very instrumental to me, being able to perceive the democratization of a rhizome vision, being without rank, being an evenly distributed system, like the starfish.
A decentralized system.
Yes.
And no one power source. So that was, to me, very fascinating.
So that means voice and agency are distributed throughout the system.
Yes. Of course, you have other problems, you know, too much democracy. But, so I think the experience of doing this work differently was itself a huge education and a powerful mover and shaker of the usual paralysis of professions, one against the other in rivalry. That was an amazing experience. You know, I wish I had done a book with Dick Auerswald, because he was like you with Harry and the group in Texas, he was my first experience in the way he organized the clinic team at Gouverneur Health Service Hospital on the Lower East Side. He termed it a chairman of the case conference. He would get everybody related to a situation, you know, the psychologist, the gynecologist, whatever was fitting for a family. And he would get them all together, the welfare supervisor as well as the welfare worker, you know, all the people that he could find. And he would have this chairman of the case conference, which was only to devise ways to be helpful to the various pieces of this quote case. And he rearranged the roles in the sense that there was a chairman, and it could be a social worker with no status, or it could be the psychiatrist in charge like Dick. But it didn't matter. Somebody was supposed to survey the scene and check on whether this person is doing their piece or their bit and that person. And it had a most calming effect on, he was really radicalizing the whole staff and unhinging people from their professional standing and status.
Because that also unhinges the so-called patient from being at the very bottom
That's right,
of
yes.
that hierarchy. I mean,
Good thought.
not only do we have people coming in and, you know, in pain and suffering, but then we put them at the bottom of a hierarchy.
How true.
Horrible thing.